Welcome to Digital Asset News. Take a top stories in crypto and bring out a bite-sized pieces. Today, I just want to do real quick, just a little things that are going on in the market. First up, we're going to talk about Cathie Wood, why she says we are not in a bubble. So if you're worried about missing out, don't worry about it. You haven't missed anything. Also, we're going to take a look at the Fed Reserve as they come out and say that, surprise, Bitcoin isn't the greatest thing of all time. And also, lastly, which is what the whole thumbnail was based around, I want to talk to you about 6 different steps that Shehan Chandrasekhar shared with us, because the certified CPA, on ways to keep your wealth or to keep those gains in your crypto. So we'll take a look at all those things, but first let's take a look at what's going on into the market. And I can't really put it anywhere different. It's awesome. It's a pretty great day. I mean, this is a day that we've all been waiting for. We dollar cost averaged, we bought the dips, we did the hard stuff when it wasn't easy, and this is our rewards. So yeah, it's great. Market cap's 2.08 trillion, somewhere around 2.1. So that's good. Bitcoin almost hit 50,000, but just hits that ceiling of around 49.5, 49.7 and gets rejected. But who knows? Maybe we'll hit 50,000 by the end of the weekend. And then here's the hottest on Twitter. Actually, let me blow this up so you can see what I see. BiFi, Avalanche, Atom Ocean. Those are the ones that are the hottest on Twitter as far as sentiment analysis. And Avalanche, just so you know, we did a deep dive in that a couple of days ago. And actually, I have been working on this video for about 6 weeks. So check that out over at Dan Clips. I'll link at the very end, or you can just go to Dan Teaches Crypto. Very simple website, one that's spinning on my head constantly. It's 100% free. Just go over to on the very top where it says you got blog and contact and staking. Just click on AVAX staking, and you can watch those videos about how to stake with DNews. Also, the whole thing about how everything works as far as with Avalanche and why I think it's going to do really well. So that's what's going on. Let's just jump into today's top story. Well, not the really top story. Talk about Cathie Wood. And I wanted to talk to you about this one because as things go up, people get a little bit scared. They're like, wow, this is too fast, too quick. And that's true. But I want you just to remember just how early we all are. And it's not going to go in a straight line. We're going to have some peaks and valleys, and that's just the normal way to do things. Again, just what I do is stick with the basics. I can't tell you what to do, but this is just investment opinion, not investment advice. But what I do is I just sit back, I pick my spots, I dollar cost average, and I buy the dips, and that's pretty much it. It's not rocket science. But Cathie Wood here, she is the CEO of ARK Investment. She's been hit pretty hard lately because of Michael Burry from that the short film where he shorted the whole market for the eventual collapse of the housing market, The Big Short. And he is shorting right now Cathie Wood. I think Michael Burry knew a ton about what was going on in the residential markets and for housings and things like that, but I'm not sure he really knows exactly what's going on in the tech industry, but he has a massive bet against Cathie Wood. And Cathie, in this next minute, is going to explain to you why she thinks he is wrong. So let's just take a listen real quick.
For our strategies, I don't think we're in a bubble, which is what I think many bears think we are. In a bubble, and I remember the late 90s, our strategy would have been cheered on, rah, 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 go get them, right? And you remember the leapfrogging of analysts making estimates one higher than the other, price targets one higher than the other. We have nothing like that right now. In fact, you see a lot of IPOs or SPACs coming out and falling to earth. We couldn't be further away from a bubble. And the reason for that is the innovation around which we have centered our research. These 5 platforms, DNA sequencing, robotics, energy storage, artificial intelligence, and blockchain technology, are barely off the ground. The seeds for all of these platforms were planted in the 20 years that ended in the tech and telecom bust.
And yeah, it's true. So if you think like, man, I missed the boat on this one. Look, in 2017, everybody thought they missed the boat on Bitcoin when it went above 5,000. And everybody thought they missed the boat on Ethereum when it went above 250. And everybody thought they missed the boat on Cardano when it rocketed up past 4 cents. So if you think that you missed anything, you haven't. Just take a look at what you think is the best option for you and go from there. So again, I don't think we're in a bubble. I don't think we're going to go straight up, but I think the best times are yet ahead. So let me know what you think about that in the comments section. Let's move on to our next piece, which is always interesting. Federal Reserve Bank president, Bitcoin has no legit use. What's this guy say? So this is Minneapolis Federal Reserve President Neil Kashkari. Smart guy, just says goofy things. And he says, and I quote, I was more optimistic about crypto or Bitcoin about 5 or 6 years ago. So far, what I've seen is 99%, let me be charitable, 95% fraud, hype, noise, and confusion. So I'm just going to answer him with a picture, which is Muhammad Gandhi. And first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and you win. And it's not like this guy's job is in jeopardy. This guy makes a ton of money, right? But for all the different banking sectors that he serves and the banks that are out there, this is a big problem. And now I really do get why China kicked out all of the Bitcoin miners, because they don't want to compete with that. They just want the digital yuan. They want to control everything. And I got to tell you, I think if the Federal Reserve had their way, they would have kicked the Bitcoin miners and they would have banned all the cryptocurrency, and they could have just got the digital dollar underway, and bing, bang, boom, that is it. But you don't have that. And right now, you've got a lot of institutions, you got a lot of big players in the game, and heck, you've even got banks stepping up and going, you know what, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, let's offer Bitcoin funds to our wealthy clients. Also, you got those little guys named BlackRock with $9 trillion assets under management investing into Bitcoin mining operations such as Riot and Mara. So if we think about it, maybe the people that this guy knows are all the fraudsters and are the ones that are really into the illicit activity. Let me know what you think about that in the comments section. Let's move on to our last piece. 6 steps to retaining wealth. And I have to tell you, this is from my friend Sheehan. Smart guy, has got his own business, certified CPA. And I just thought it was a real good thing to talk about right now, because as everything blows up and you become a billionaire, whatever, or just a little millionaire, whatever you become, right? You have to keep in mind that it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. So these are the things that I try to look forward to. I don't try to just look at the day-to-day operations, but what's going to happen the next year, 5 years, and 20 years down the road. So this is just something to consider, and just keep this in the back of your head as all those crypto gains really get crazy. So step 1, know the tax rules, because I don't know where you're at. I don't know if you're in the EU or USA, Canada, South America, but everybody's got taxes, right? But and they're all a little different, sometimes majorly different in different regions. But just remember this: know the tax rules. It's pretty important. And then tax 101: income is taxed at the time of receipt. Wealth is not taxed at the time of receipt. It gets taxed only when you sell. So step 2. Own significantly appreciating assets, such as a little Bitcoin or maybe a little Ethereum. Not telling you what to do. I'm just saying those statistically, especially Bitcoin, have been the highest returning asset class over the last decade. Just saying. Sorry, gold bugs. And then he gives you examples, stocks in a company, and so on and so forth. Step 3, if you got a business, get paid a small amount of salary from your company. Don't get paid a bunch. I've got my LLC. I'm the CEO of a couple different ones, and I get paid very little. And that's just how it works, because I want the most of the taxes to go to the corporate taxes, which are very low, especially here in Texas. Step 4, borrow money against appreciated assets. Borrowing is not a taxable event. Let me say that one more time. It's very important. Borrowing is not a taxable event. Cash proceeds can be used to live a good life and make other investments that make you wealthier. In some cases, loan interest expenses can be tax write-off as well. I will get that in a second. I'm going to expand on that one. Step 5, die. Don't worry. You don't have to do anything there. Just at some point, we're all going to die. No one's going to be immortal. No, there are no Highlanders out there that I know of. At death, your heirs get the appreciated assets you left with a stepped-up basis. Example, you paid $1 million for a piece of land. At the time of death, it's worth $100 million. Your heirs get it at a $100 million cost basis and don't have to pay capital gain taxes on $99 million. And there's a little more intricacies of that, and I'll have you reach out to Sheehan for that one. And then step 6, heirs to repeat the same steps and compound the wealth in the last generation. And that's why the rich get richer, because they just pass things down over and over again. They don't sell anything. And in my own opinion, this is what I have done personally. We all know that I took out a loan with Celsius, and I didn't sell my crypto. I put it up as collateral. They gave me cash. I bought the property in Puerto Rico, a nice little condo, and that is an investment property. So I rent it out on Airbnb. Does extremely well. It's booked 24/7, 365. So it's just, money coming in constantly. The money that comes in, I pay back Celsius, and off we go. And then, of course, the property appreciates. So it's like a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you do that? But that's just what I have done. Also, don't forget, and that's just talking about loans and things like that. You can do a lot of things with loans. You can, like what I am doing, and I talked about this in my exit strategy, which really isn't an exit strategy. I'm still sticking around. I think 10% is going to be in cash, roughly. This is all subject to change, just so you know. 25% I'm going to put into stable coins, and that, just that is a taxable event, which kind of sucks, but there's ways to minimize that. We'll say that. And that's in USDC. I'm not touching Tether. I've talked about that at length. I will never touch Tether, as best I cannot get out into it. 15% and 20%, I'm either going to buy land and or properties. I will be taking loans out against my crypto to pay for that. Just know that if you take out loans, there is a margin call. So if there's some kind of black swan event, you will get the loan called in, just so you know. But it's very, very low, and Celsius has done a pretty good job, but just be aware. 10% will go into my business, my Amazon business. 15%, I will just keep staking it. Cardano, Ethereum, Polkadot, Theta, and now Avalanche. 5% goes into my crypto IRA, which is tax-free, and so on and so forth. So again, it's it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. And I will just finish up with this. If you're looking for a place to, for those different types of institutions I talked about, Celsius being one of them, all the different wallets and exchanges I've ever used are in a spreadsheet. Link in the description. Looks something like this. And when you open it up, you can get between $20 and $50 of Bitcoin, depending on which ones you open up. And you don't have to use the affiliate links. You can go straight to it. I don't care, but you lose out on the Bitcoin referral fee. So that's it. That's it for today. So look, I just want to make this a quick and easy one. Enjoy these days. These are the great days. And if you did what you're supposed to do, or not what you're supposed to do, if you did what was, as far as like a long-term investment ideals are, which is, just sit back, don't sell too much, maybe take a little gains here and there, buy the dips, I think you're having a pretty great day. Just take a look out, because it's not what you make, it's what you keep. I just want to make sure that you are aware of these things. All right, that's it. So look, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That thumbs up helps tremendously, so thank you. Also consider subscribing. If you like videos like this where we talk about the news and we talk about what's going on in crypto, and you like to increase your positions, then hey, why don't you sign up and subscribe? It's free. Also check out danteachescrypto.com. It's 100% free. And that's it for today. So thanks so much. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.